Hey guys, this is Mark the Geek. In this video, I want to give my review and thoughts of the HTC One after 4 months of personal usage. I decided to make this video right now because people still, till this day, ask me if they should get this phone or another phone. And also, Verizon users in the US are actually just getting this phone, and so you might want to know how good this phone has been after 4 months of usage. So let's go ahead and get started. First, let's talk about the design and build quality of this phone. After 4 months of usage, I am still fully attracted to this phone. I still like the way this phone feels in my hand. I like the way the speakers are set up right here in the front. I still like the button setup. Even some people are a little bit dubious about the button. I actually like the way the buttons are laid out right there, and I like the way the HTC logo is right there. It looks very cool. Of course, I would have wished this was actually a button. That would have been a cool thing there. And of course, this phone is made out of aluminum, which makes this phone feel so freaking nice in your hand still. And of course, it has nice edges. Like you can see right there, it has a very cool edges all over it. And this phone, I've been having to protect it because, of course, I don't want to damage my phone. So some of the case that I've been using is like this one, the UAG case, which is one of my favorite because of the way it looks and feels, and it also protects your phone very good. So you have to protect your investment. But of course, I like changing cases, so I've been also using the Poetic slim, very slim case. Also been using this case. This was one of my first cases, which is also a Poetic case. Very cool case too. Sometimes a little bit hard to put on. And this also white mercury gooseberry case, which is very cool, but didn't like it that much. So honestly, this is the case that I've been using because, of course, man, you gotta protect your investment. This is a very beautiful phone, and you don't want to damage your phone. This phone, if you drop it, aluminum and the pavement is not a very good combination. So, but I've been loving the way this phone feels after 4 months. There's no doubt about that. My other favorite feature of this phone is the boom sound speakers powered by Beats Audio. Now, after 4 months of usage, I gotta say I am still super impressed of the sound of the speakers. I said it before and I said it again. There's no better phone. There's no other phone that sounds better than this phone. There isn't. There's no other phone. And it sucks because right now I'm a little bit spoiled. HTC has me spoiled. It's going to be hard for me to pick another phone in the future that does not sound as good as this phone. Because I really use the speakers a lot. I see lots of videos. I listen to lots of podcasts. And I also play lots of game, and I always have it full blast. And of course, sometimes depending where I am, I have to lower the volume because it gets very loud. Now, some people will say that the HTC One is having problem with speakers. Well, that is BS because believe me, these speakers still sound as good as day one. And of course, I also play a lot around with the Beats Audio switch. From here you can turn it on and off. Sometimes turning the Beats Audio off, I will actually make the sound a lot louder, especially when you're listening to podcasts that are just audio talking, people talking. Turning it off will actually blast the speakers a lot more. It will sound a lot louder, but without the EQ that the Beats Audio technology does. But that's one thing you should consider, turning it on and off. Would have loved to have that switch on the notification. Would have been nice to have that switch there. But other than that, Beats audio with the boom sound speakers. It's freaking awesome. My other favorite feature of the HTC One is the camera. This has a 4 megapixel UltraPixel camera, which is very good. It takes awesome, great low light pictures. The picture quality is very good as well. And the great thing about this camera, which is one of my favorite features, is the Zoe feature of the camera, which is here very easily to change from Zoe to normal, back to Zoe, back to normal, which is very convenient. This is a very convenient feature because let's say you have kids, and you know, little kids are hard to take a picture of them still, and animals and pets. And if you go to zoos and all those, you know, all pictures where the background is moving, Zoe is the best way to take pictures, because after you take a picture with Zoe, you can easily go back to the picture which was created as a Zoe and take the perfect snapshot. Like for example, this right here was taken with Zoe. I could go ahead back here and choose the best frame of the picture. Right here, I could go ahead right there. It looks very cool. Save it, save as frame. And now I have a perfect picture just the way that I want it. Something that wouldn't be possible without Zoe, because most of the times it would become blurry. And so, like you guys know, taking pictures of moving things with a normal camera is not easy. So that right here is one of the reasons why I love this camera, which is a feature that I'm also spoiled of. You know, it's gonna be hard to pick another phone that doesn't have the Zoe feature, or a feature that has this same thing, which is awesome. The other feature that I like about this phone is the IR blaster. After 4 months of using this phone, I'm still surprised how much I use this feature of the phone. A lot of people were thinking that this was going to be like a gimmicky thing on the smartphones, but no, I gotta say it is not gimmicky at all. Most of the times I use this feature when I'm at the couch, of course, watching TV, and I want to see what's on TV. So if I want to see what's on right now, I have it right here on now. So I could go ahead through these images and see what's on right now. When I see something that I like, I just go ahead, tap there, and it will automatically change the channel to that show, which is awesome. If I want to see what's on later, I could go ahead and see what's on after that. You can see right here, after 2, after 2:30. Very cool, very nice. I love this very much. You could go ahead, sports. If you want to see what's on in sports, you could go there. And here in social, you can see your Twitter also linked to this phone, which is a very cool feature as well. And your channel guide, which is depending on your service. If you have DirecTV, Dish, Time Warner, or Comcast, whatever service you have, you're gonna have your guide there whatsoever. And also, it's very cool to control your TV from here. I could turn on my home system using my phone instead of looking for the remote. It's very convenient. I never thought I was going to use that feature a lot. So yes, the TV app and the IR blaster on this phone is awesome as well. The other thing that I like about the HTC One is what HTC has done with their skin, which is Sense 5 right now. This is Sense 5, and for the longest I was using Sense launcher from the beginning for a long while. It took me a while before I decided to start changing it up and putting other launchers, because I actually like what they did. You know, I like what they did with the drawer. I like how it looks. I like that you have the weather and the time over here. You could customize the way this look. You could put it alphabetically order or looking just by grids. You could put folders inside the drawer, which is awesome. From here, you could go directly to the Google Play Store. Blink feed is a very cool feature if you like, you know, having your news right there up in your face. And you can easily customize this to your liking. You could put just social networks if you want here, or you could put just news and anything, sports, technology, anything that you want, which is very cool feature. But of course, if you're a Flipboard user like I am, you don't really need that. It might get in your way. But if you feel that way, there's always ways to customize this phone. Like for example, I'm going to show over here a couple launchers that I use on my phone. Apex launcher is one of my favorite launchers for Android. I like it a lot because you could customize it, make it look like your stock Android, and you can also customize the way the icons look. You could download icon packs and make it look however you want, and it works very good with the HTC One. The other browser launcher that I've been using a lot lately is Smart Launcher Pro, and I like the way this launcher looks because it looks unique. It doesn't look like any other launcher in the market, and everything is well organized in the drawer, which is very cool. And of course, you still have your widgets available there, and you can customize the way everything here looks. So like you see, no matter if you like Sense or not, it doesn't matter, because guess what, you can make it look however you want. This is an Android phone. This is not an iOS phone. You can customize it and make it look however you want. So for me, there is no problem there. Okay, so now let's talk about the negatives of this phone, which is honestly not that much. First, the battery life. The battery life of this phone is not that good. It's not that good. But honestly, it's because of the way that I use this phone. This phone, I barely ever turn off the GPS. The GPS, I always have it on. I use lots of podcasts. I listen to lots of podcasts, lots of videos, and I browse the web a lot. I also use Flipboard a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. Like every time I touch my phone, I'm using Flipboard. And most of the times, the majority of the time, I am not on Wi-Fi. So I'm using my network, which I'm getting is a 4G HSPA Plus, which is over here where I live at is very, very good speeds. I'm getting very good speeds. So, like you see, the way that I use my phone, I am getting around 6 hours to 8 hours of battery usage, depending how much I use the phone. So that's one thing that I don't like about this phone. I would love to have a bigger battery in this phone. It would have been great if it had a 3000 or 3300 milliamp battery. It would have been awesome. Would have made this phone almost perfect. The other thing that I don't like about this phone is that this is the US version of the phone, right? And 4.2.2 already came out on international phones, and it sucks that we're still at 4.1.2. Which 4.2.2 actually brings lots of great improvements to Sense, which is awesome. Of course, from the latest rumors that I've heard is that HTC is going to skip 4.2.2 so that we can get 4.3 on these normal phones. Of course, the phone that Verizon is getting, the HTC One that Verizon is getting, has the 4.2.2, which is a better version of this phone, which is awesome. If you guys have liked everything that I said in this video and are thinking about it, believe me, you're gonna love it even more, because 4.2.2 does lots and lots of improvements that I would love to have on my phone right now. Some people ask me which one they should get. Should they get this one or the Google Play editions? Honestly, if you want to be up to date, like right fast, I would honestly tell you get the Google Play edition. The problem is you have to pay full price for those phones. There's no subsidizing on those phones. So if you don't have problems with that, you go ahead, get the Google Play edition, because you're always going to be updated. You're going to get the updates a lot faster. But keep in mind, Google Play Edition, I believe they're not compatible with Verizon and Sprint. I don't think so. Maybe not. And of course, you're going to lose a lot of features that I truly like about HTC One, which is the Zoe feature. You're going to lose that feature. The IR blaster is not going to be in function right now with the Google Play editions. and blink feed, if you like blink feed, it's not going to be there, but it's still a very good option, and I would truly recommend getting that one if you don't care much about the software inside this phone. I'm still loving my phone after 4 months of using this phone. Personally, I still recommend buying this phone. It could be now on any carrier or Verizon. Honestly, this is a great phone, has a great camera, amazing build quality, great speaker sounds. You can't beat it. And right now you could get this phone subsidized for very, very, very cheap. So honestly, that's my review, my thoughts about this phone. Do I regret getting this phone? No. Not one bit. After 4 months, I gotta tell you guys, I do not regret buying this phone. I am loving it. If I would have to upgrade to another phone, honestly, I've been looking forward for the big HTC One Plus or Max. I might get that phone because it's just basically the same thing as this phone, but it's gonna have a bigger screen and also gonna have a bigger battery. So if I would have to upgrade, I would upgrade to the HTC One Max. So guys, I hope you guys liked the video. Till next time.